Who doesn't like a crispy egg roll?
I don't,
You don't like egg rolls?
but I only like your recipe.
Really? Thank you.
Let's start the show.
If you ever come to Hong Kong with us and you order something called egg rolls, you're gonna get something that is completely different from what Americans call egg rolls. It's a dessert, right?
Yeah, egg roll is something else.
Yes.
In Hong Kong, we have only spring rolls.
Spring rolls, which are what Americans call egg rolls. So they're a little bit different, they're a little bit crispier, the filling's a little bit different. So today we're gonna be making American-style egg rolls, and truth be told, I never really liked egg rolls. They're a little bit too crunchy, the skin's a little bit blistered, there's too much filling in there. But this was until I visited this restaurant in Chicago called Chef's Special Cocktail Bar. Shout out to Chef Aaron and Jason, and they make, no joke, the best American-style egg rolls I've ever had. I tried to get that recipe from them. They wouldn't give it to me. I totally get that. So I tried to recreate that recipe today.
The egg roll you make the taste is a little bit like siomai.
Like siomai, right?
Yes. I thought because you add the lard.
The pork fat, the lard.
Hot fat.
Yeah.
So that's why it tastes like siomai.
Yes, a little bit juicier, a little bit meatier. So we're gonna make that, and we're gonna start with the lard. So if you can add that into the bowl here. We've got 2 tablespoons of lard. We also have, of course, this is ground pork. We have 12 ounces of this. We're gonna put this in the stand mixer. We got the ground pork, we got the lard, and we're gonna whip this for about 2 minutes until the pork looks snowy white. And that's how we know the fat has been incorporated. Let me turn this on. This is at medium speed.
Now the color change.
Yep, look at that. Beautiful. That's how we know there's gonna be a lot of flavor and really juicy, like siomai, right? All right, this looks nice and snow white. I'll turn this off, and I'm gonna lower the bowl. And now we're gonna add the rest of our filling. So first we have 4 ounces of shrimp. This has been deveined and peeled. Tails are off, shells are off. And now we're gonna add a secret weapon in Chinese cooking. What's this, Dad?
Chicken powder.
This is chicken bouillon powder. It's like our
Seasoning salt.
This is like the Chinese Lowry's seasoning salt, okay? So we're gonna add that into the shrimp, pork, and lard mix. And to that, we're gonna add a teaspoon of table salt. We're gonna add your favorite ingredient.
Yes. White pepper.
White pepper. This is half a teaspoon of white pepper. And we're also going to add a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of light soy sauce. Light soy sauce does not mean low sodium soy sauce. Got a tablespoon of oyster sauce. We have a teaspoon and a half of Chinese white rice vinegar, a teaspoon and a half of Shaoxing wine, and a teaspoon and a half of toasted sesame oil. All right, so we're going to raise our stand mixer back up, and we're going to mix this for about 30 seconds until it's just combined. All right, this looks done. I'll turn this off. And if you can scrape the sides for me, Dad. We don't want to waste a very precious egg roll filling. Thank you very much. And this will go in the fridge for about 30 minutes while we prep the rest of the egg roll filling. We've got the vegetables to cook down, and we have in front of us 2 cups of chopped green cabbage. We also have 1 carrot that's been peeled and shredded. And we have, of course, here the wok to cook this down. Now, when we're cooking with a wok, you don't ever want to use a cold wok.
You want a very high heat wok, almost smoking.
Almost smoking. Okay, this is a 14-inch flat bottom wok. And Dad, if you will add the teaspoon of vegetable oil, you can see that it's starting to smoke, which is what we're looking for. So we'll add the 2 cups of chopped green cabbage. And then here's the carrot. Thank you very much. And we're also gonna add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And finally, we have a teaspoon of sugar. So this will take about how long?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, great.
You want to keep tossing, see, until the cabbage soft.
Okay. Soft but not turn into mush. Okay, this looks pretty done, I think. This has been about 2 minutes. We're gonna put this on this platter. We'll spread this into an even layer, and we're gonna put this in the fridge where it's gonna cool down for about 15 minutes, and then it's time to put the filling together. All right, the pork and the shrimp filling has cooled down, as has the vegetables, and now is the last component of our egg rolls, which are, of course, the mung bean noodles.
Cantonese called 粉絲.
Fancy. Okay, great. And so what we did is we took a brick of noodles, we've hydrated them back in hot water for about 15 minutes, we've rinsed them, and it's been cooled down, we've drained them, and we're now gonna go ahead and cut these into 1-inch strips. And so an easy, fast way is just take a pair of scissors.
No. Kevin, let me do it. If you use a scissor to cut it, the length will not the same.
Okay.
Okay. If I use this.
Very dangerous looking cleaver.
No. Chinese cooking always use a cleaver.
Okay.
Look at that, okay? It's all the same length.
So whether you're gonna use scissors or whether you're gonna use this very dangerous looking cleaver, we want these noodles to be in 1-inch pieces. And we're gonna add everything into this bowl. We're gonna give it one more mix here. And we're also gonna add the cooled vegetables into our mix here. We're gonna add the paddle attachment back on. And this is only gonna take a minute at low speed. Perfect. I'll scrape down the sides. We'll get our egg roll wrappers out, and then it's time to get rolling. So you're gonna teach me how to roll egg rolls?
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right. So we have egg roll wrappers. Now, let me just say one thing. If you go to a Chinatown supermarket, you'll see it as spring roll wrappers or egg roll wrappers. Obviously, you can use both, but egg roll wrappers are a very specific thing, and they're generally a little bit larger than spring roll wrappers. They're a little bit thicker,
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so we also have a rim baking sheet with parchment paper and a wet paper towel just to keep it not from drying out. This is a handy 1/4 cup measuring cup. You're placing this on,
Put it down.
it's really the bottom half of the wrapper, right?
Okay.
You want to line it so that it's
Yeah,
in the shape.
you use your hand. Make it like a cylinder
Okay,
shape.
so it's about 4 inches or so. That
Yeah.
looks good. So you've also got a cup of water here, and this is to seal the edges, right?
Yes, make sure. Okay.
So you're wrapping the bottom half.
And push down a little bit.
Okay, now you're folding in the sides.
Yes, you push up.
Okay. Now, one thing here is this is pointing up and to the left.
Yes.
And you want this part to pointing up and to the right a little bit. You don't want the corner exposed.
Yes.
And so that's how it gets burnt, right?
Yes. And push back
Okay.
to let the air out.
You're compressing it and letting all the excess air out of the filling.
Yes. And roll. And make sure this corner will completely stick.
You want it completely sealed.
Yes.
Okay. You don't want any air opening.
No.
That is a beautiful egg roll. So now we got to make 11 more. Are you ready, Pops?
Yes.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. So we've got our 12 egg rolls here. We're going to be frying them in 2 batches, 6 at a time. Now, of course, if you don't want to fry it all 12 at once, you don't need to, right?
No. Put it in the freezer.
You can put it in the freezer, and you can actually cook
Direct.
them directly in the hot oil from frozen. Okay, so we've got our usual suspects. We've got our wired rack, our rimmed baking sheet, our paper towel, our spider skimmer, tongs. You can also use these long chopsticks if you need to. We've got our trusty wok. This is 1.5 inches deep, filled with peanut oil, and our thermometer. And we're looking for between 350 degrees and 375, and we're going to be frying these 6 at a time. We're gonna fry these for 6 minutes or until deep golden brown. You can see it's already start to blister, which is what we're looking for here. Now, the reason why we cook with a thermometer is because you wanna keep track of the temperature of the oil. You really want it to be between 350 and 375. If it's over, it gets burnt too easily. If it's under, it gets kind of soggy. You don't want that. So try to keep it between 350 and 375. Notice here that if you don't seal the corners properly, this is what happens, like that. So, I mean, it's still gonna be quite delicious, but you're gonna see that that's what happens if you don't seal it with moisture, with water along the edges. So you're really tight seal here.
It's time to take it out.
Okay, look at this. Beautiful deep golden brown. So I'm gonna use these tongs, take it out. Look at that. Beautiful color. That's exactly what we're looking for. So we got the first 6 fried, and now we're gonna fry the rest. Look at these, Pop. 12 beautiful, gorgeous, crackly, golden, blistered, crispity, crunchy egg rolls. Look at that. Are you proud of me now?
Yes, always. Always proud of you.
Okay. Word of caution, you do not want to eat these right away. These are molten hot, so wait like 5, 7, 8 minutes before you do. Here, we've got plum sauce and
Yeah, this is mustard.
hot mustard, right? And not like the weak Dijon yellow French stuff, right?
Yes.
You like the stuff in a powder,
Yes.
mix with a little bit of water, and this will just clear your nose.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, great. So let's cut into one of these. Oh boy, look at that. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
Good.
that mustard, holy.
You can taste the shrimp taste. And also, because they have the cabbage,
Yes.
it's a little bit crispy.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And a little bit sweet also.
Yes,
Excellent.
just right. Everything just right.
Just right. I've been waiting to hear that my entire life, people. So what's your favorite dipping sauce for egg rolls? Let us know in the comments below. And for this recipe, go to americastestkitchen.com/pang or scan this QR code.
Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe.